Hey guys, welcome to In His Image. I'm so excited to have you come along on this journey with me. So let's find out what it's all
Tell
about.
us a bit about yourself.
My name is Afiya. I am 25. I have 4 sisters and 1 brother, a mum, a dad, and a cat called Fifi. I graduated 2 years ago now, 2018, from London School of Theology, otherwise known as LST, where I studied theology and worship. I am a singer, a dancer, a writer, pretty much just a creative. Like, I love all things creative, and I really love cake.
So why in his image?
So I've been on a journey of discovery, namely the discovery of my identity in God and who He says I am. Growing up in church, I'd hear scriptures like Psalm 139 verse 14 all the time, which says, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. But what does that really mean? What does that mean in a world that is governed mainly by looks and status and trends and different celebrities? What does that mean for the 14-year-old who is trying to understand where she or he fits in and where she belongs? I believe the world portrays identity as something which is fluid, which means that our identity is constantly changing. So when a new trend comes, then we change to fit in with that new trend. And when it goes out of fashion, then we're left trying to keep up. And you're almost in this rat race trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to just keep up, basically, But I disagree. I believe that God has created us all on purpose and for purpose. And because He is a God of purpose, it means that our lives as individuals must also have purpose. And if that is the case, then our identity cannot be fluid. Our identity cannot be something that is interchangeable. So one day I put on a top and I am this person, and the next day I take it off and I'm another person. I don't think it works like that. So as I said before, I studied theology and worship at LST. And for my dissertation, I don't even remember how it came about. Literally, it is just the guidance and wisdom of God. I ended up doing my dissertation on the topic forming, shaping, and proclaiming identity, or Imago Dei, through song, because I began to think about how is our identity formed and shaped. You know, we grow up, well, for some of us, we've grown up in church, but even if you haven't grown up in church, you grow up listening to music. And the thing about music is that it is powerful. Songs are powerful, lyrics are powerful, and it's these lyrics that are fed into us and they stay in our minds, and we play on them, and they help to form and shape us. And so I began to think, you know, within the church, how are we being responsible in forming and shaping and proclaiming that identity that says I'm a child of God, the identity that says I am a chosen person, I am a chosen individual, I am a royal priesthood, I am crowned, I am the apple of His eye, I am His beloved. You know, how are we as a church shaping that in our young people? But not only in our young people, because yes, I believe it starts from young, but then how is that continuing on up to adulthood and, you know, just the rest of our lives? And so I really feel like this vision that God has given me for this channel, first and foremost, I have to let you know that it really is just 100% spirit-led. For starters, if it was not spirit-led, you would not be seeing me on YouTube. God has been challenging me to really speak out, to be a voice in this generation, to oppose the norm or the status quo for what people say we should be or shouldn't be, and to really challenge that and put to you guys that actually there's a different way. I believe that God has created us all unique. Yes, we are all formed and shaped in His image, but even within that, there is a uniqueness about us that contributes to our identity, and He wants that uniqueness to be shown. He doesn't want us to feel like we have to fit in and be like everybody else. Like, that's not why God created us. Part of His creation is creativity, which means that we don't look the same, we don't talk the same, we don't sing the same, we don't dance the same, we don't process the same, and that's actually okay. I think so often people are belittled or they're looked down on or they're ostracized even if they are different. If something is different about them, people often become fearful or they want to push them away because they don't understand the difference. And so we're kind of brought up to fit into this box. I don't believe that we should be in a box. Like, God has created us to live outside of the box, to live outside of the realms of what other people say about us. And this is why our identity has to be shaped and formed in Him, in His image, you know. If there are millions of species and varieties of plants, I mean, come on, what about us? Our personalities are so intricately detailed and particular. Even a set of twins, they are completely different, you know? And so, yeah, that's really my heart in His image, just to be a voice that says it's okay to be uniquely you. And actually, the world needs you to be uniquely you.
So what can we expect from In His Image?
First and foremost, I'd say you can expect Spirit-led all the way. I've got to be honest with you. I'm a Christian. I am a believer in Jesus Christ as King of Kings and Lord of Lords, the one who has died, been buried, and risen again for my sins. And so everything that I do is for and unto the glory of God. And so you can first and foremost expect this is going to be Spirit-led, which means that I may not post like every week, every other week. It will literally be when the Holy Spirit impresses something on my heart to post for you guys. So that being said, you can expect vulnerability. As I said before, this is literally a God thing because I would not be on YouTube doing this any other way. But yeah, vulnerability, because I believe that we have to be real. And if I'm not able to be real with you guys, then what's the point? In fact, speaking of vulnerability, I'm gonna have to show you guys the setup in this room because listen, when you are on a budget, it gets real and you gotta get creative. So I'll show you. I think I'll insert a picture at some point. But yeah, back to the question. You can expect teaching topics, so like possibly some series on a few topics. There are a few things that are in the works at the minute that I'm thinking on. Worship segments, as you saw in my first video that I posted, was one of me worshipping. So it would be with myself, a guest worshiper, or a collaboration. You can expect possible Q&As, testimonies. As I said, Spirit-led. We're just gonna have to go with the flow and flow with the go. So yeah, guys, I hope you're intrigued and excited to come along on this journey with me. Before you go though, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and press that notification bell so you can get notifications every time I post up a video. I'd also like to say, if you want to support this ministry in any way, shape or form, whether that be through prayer, time or financially, I'd be most grateful. Before I go, don't forget, the world needs you to be uniquely you. Until next time, take care.